Click the link in the description to go to aoa.com, the best place to buy Skull and Bones silver cheap. Use code DTG for 3% off at checkout. Hello and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Skull and Bones and we're going to be going over some of the more, I don't want to say rare cosmetics for the ships, but the first video I did for ship cosmetics, we went through the ones that you could just purchase from the store. These ones are different than that. Some of these are ones that you have to earn through like the current smuggler's pass. Other ones are one that you earn throughout doing lots of different missions in the game, and obviously we'll touch on each one of these as we go through, but these ones are ones that, you know, you can't just buy. That's all for today. Simple premise. Let's dive on into it. All right, so we'll be showing all of the stuff today on the snow, and the reason for that is A, I love the way the ship looks. It's probably my favorite looking ship in the game, and B, last time we used the brig, and I don't want to just use the same ship again, so we're starting off with the snow. We don't have anything on it right now, so this is what it looks like just by itself. Nothing too fancy or special there. Now we're going to go through and one set at a time look through all of these different cosmetic sets that we have. So the first one to look at is the Eastern Tiger set. This one says unlocked through infamy rewards. This one is fairly simple. You will unlock these as you level up your infamy. So you can see that it's a full set. So we have everything from the crow's nest, our trophy, our sail color, our wheel. Here's our sail emblem. There's the ship color, our figurehead, our tiger's majesty ornaments, the helm decor, and of course our sail pattern. So altogether, this one is a fairly simple one. I like this one just for the fact that it still looks like a relatively normal ship. We still have a brown hull and white sails, so it doesn't, if you're going for a ship that looks more realistic to what a lot of real life ships did at the time, especially non-military vessels, this is pretty good for that, but it also still has a lot of design elements. So if you're into tigers or whatever, this one fits for that. So that's the Eastern Tiger set. Like I said, this one you'll unlock relatively simply just by leveling up your infamy. Next we have the Ungwana Hunter set. This one says acquired from contracts, capitals, and places of interest. Specifically for Ungwana, this will be in the Confederation of Ungwana. So that's going to be like the northern coast of Africa. So you have two different divisions over here where a lot of the southern stuff is, well, company, French stuff going on down here, you know. But once you get up to a certain point, you start getting into the Ungwana, the Confederation of Ungwana. So all of this stuff up here. Any missions that you do in this area, like some of them are going to be ones that will reward you pieces for the ship. Otherwise, just plundering settlements and capitals will sometimes unlock these items. So if you want to unlock this set, you're going to want to go do a bunch of activity over here. I wish I could be more specific than that, but unfortunately I did not keep a specific list of where I unlocked each one of these cosmetic items. I just know that that's how you do it. You do stuff in that area. And so just like that last set, this one is also a full one. You can see it looks a lot like a ship from that area. So I guess if you really want to roleplay and fit into the Ungwana Confederation, that this would be a good cosmetic set for you because, you know, it looks like their stuff. Either that or if it's a, I don't know, cultural heritage thing that you particularly enjoy, it fits relatively well with that. I would think it would look better on one of the Eastern themed ships like the Patawaking or something, as opposed to a square rigged ship like the Snow. But that being said, pretty cool. Next up we have Skurlock's set, which is not as complete. This one is only a 7-piece set, so it's not actually as full as a lot of the other ones that we're going to be looking at today. You don't have a figurehead or stuff like that, or the ornaments, but it does look pretty cool. And this one's another one that's easy to get. So it says acquired from contract rewards. These are specifically the rewards, the contracts that you'll do for John Skurlock here in St. Anne. So it's just made up of the basic ingredients. You have your sail color, your hull color, your sail pattern, the insatiable nameplate, the sail pattern, or the sail emblem, I should say, the Skurlock's Prince ornaments, which I actually use on a lot of my ship designs just because they fit really well with a lot of the stuff I like, and then of course the Lionheart wheel. So that's Skurlock set. It's one of my favorites in the game. I actually really like it. It's got a real good balance between looking quite fancy, but also still like something a pirate or a privateer would have on their ship. So that's Skurlock set. Next up, we have the Sea People's Ways set. So this one is a lot like that Ungwana one we looked at. This one's just for the sea people. So you do this one by, you unlock this one by doing missions for the sea people and plundering their settlements, all that sort of stuff. I actually can't find how to get the crow's nest. I genuinely don't understand why I haven't unlocked this one yet, because I feel like I've done all the missions in the Sea People section, and I've definitely plundered all their settlements and even manufactories and stuff, so I'm not sure. where to find that one. If you know where to find it, let me know. Maybe it's something obvious that I've missed, but other than that, it's a full set, and I actually like this one a lot. It's very unique looking. It looks a bit more primitive, but, you know, it's supposed to because you're imitating a tribal people here, but it's very unique, and the color scheme is fun. So you can see we've got our wheel, which looks all janky, got our trophy, there's our sail pattern, there's our helm decor, sail emblem, the crow's nest, which I don't have, the ornaments, the figurehead, and then our sail color, and our hull color. So altogether, full set, looks pretty dang good. Obviously, if you want to imitate the sea people, or maybe like dress up as them and go attack the Farah, it works relatively well, and it looks pretty good, I think. Our next one in that same category is the Rempa cosmetic set. So this one was a little bit easier to get for a couple of reasons, one of which being it's only a 7-piece set, so you're not actually unlocking as many pieces, but also I got it very organically just doing main missions over in the Panjara controlled area. So this one's made up of the Garuda wheel, which I think is very cool, and I use it quite a bit. Our Dickanang sails, the Tana Dara sail color, the Idaman ornaments, which I don't actually much care for, they look weird, the Kenkana hull color, the Bahudur figurehead, and the Taming Sari sails. So altogether, it's a Rempa set. So if you don't know where they come from, once you're over in the East Indies area, they're up here. So between, this coast over here and some stuff over here, you're going to be finding all of your Rempa activity. Or I shouldn't say all, because they're obviously constantly fighting with the Dutch, who control most of this area over here. But this is that region. So like I said, I didn't have to do anything specific to get all these pieces. I just noticed one day when I went into my ship area that I had them all. So pretty organic to get. So that's where you get those. And then, of course, following that same pattern, we have the Farah set. So this one is for just like the sea people over here in the Red Island region, right by St. Anne. Just south of them, you have the Farah people, and you do it the same way. You unlock all these pieces through missions for them or plundering their settlements. And this one is also a 7-piece set, so it doesn't take as long to unlock. You have the Clan's Wheel, which is pretty cool looking. The Clan's Triumph sails, which is it's one of the more aggressive sail patterns, so I see a lot of people using that one. Then we have the Clan's Blood sail color, Clan's Mark sails, the Clan's Head figurehead, which is pretty basic, the Clan's Tapestry ornaments, and the Clan's Wake hull color. So altogether, looks a lot like a fire ship. The funny thing about this one is, the Sea People one looks a lot like Sea People ships you'll see. But when you equip this, I don't think it looks as much like the high-level fire ships that you see. I think it looks a little different, especially the sails. So it's a unique look. I like using it for, I guess, builds that I'm trying to make look more primitive and brutal, and then I'll equip some of like the wrecker ornaments on it along with these colors and stuff. Whatever you choose to do, it's an interesting enough set and fairly easy to get. Our next set in this category is the European Luxury Cosmetic set, and as you can see from the fact that I'm still missing 3 of these, I haven't quite figured out how to get them all. These ones are done through treasure hunts, so you'll start unlocking some of the easy ones just with the first couple treasure hunts you do. I think I got my first item from this by doing just a basic treasure hunt, and so I got a couple more through doing the more rare treasure hunts, and then I've gotten, I think, 1 item from legendary ones, the ones you get from the cutthroat cargo hunts. I'm guessing the other ones come from some type of treasure hunt that I have never found, because I do all the treasure hunts that I get, so you'd think that I'd have them, but they must be from one that I'm not doing the specific thing that you need to do to get. If you know how to get these, let me know, because I would like to complete this set. I actually quite like it. But you can see that it's kind of fancy, and it's all based on the Melusine stuff. So we have the Melusine's Pose Trophy, Melusine's Wave Sails, Melusine's Domain Sail Color, Melusine's Splendor Ornaments, Melusine's Sheen Hull, Melusine's Compass Helm Decor, Melusine's Song Figurehead, and then we have the, wheel, the sail pattern, and the crow's nest. So I think the European Luxury Cosmetic set is pretty cool. I like the color scheme of it. It's pretty unique. That kind of, I guess you'd call that a light tealish color. Not too many of the ship patterns have that specific color, and it does look fairly fancy while also looking pretty antique. So it's an interesting one. I wish I knew where to get those last 3 pieces, because I haven't been able to find them anywhere. Next up, moving into ones that, again, I feel like I've done all the stuff, but for some reason I don't have the items. We have the DMC cosmetic set, so this is for the Dutch. I showed you where the Rempa are. The Dutch are just the southern portion of that area. For this one, it's only a 6-piece set, but I'm still missing the 2 major pieces, which are the colors. I've unlocked the sail pattern, the sail emblem, the ornaments, and the figurehead, but I have not unlocked the hull color or the sail color, so I can kind of imitate the look using some different hull and sail colors, but other than that, I can't do it yet. So I don't know where to get those colors. Maybe they're just really, really high-level forts that I haven't plundered yet, but I feel like I've plundered most of the Dutch forts. But yeah, that one looks pretty cool, I think, especially if you are going for that fancier sort of military look to your ship, because obviously that's what the Dutch military ships look like. And same thing goes for the Compagnie. Of course, I've actually completed more of these ones, and this one is a 7-piece, so you have one more item than the last one. But again, if you want to look exactly like any of the Compagnie ships sailing around, this is the set for you. We have the Legion's Resolve sails, the Righteous Blades sail emblem, our resplendent trim ornaments, which are pretty cool looking, the Gilded Wheel, which I quite like and I use all the time, the Winged Justice figurehead, our Herald's Honor sail color, and then our Vanguard's Glory hull color. So obviously the naming conventions on this one are quite fun, make you feel real bold with your ship, and obviously color scheme does too. So I would like to find that last color so I could finish this one out. Next we have the Iron Will set, one that I'm currently working on that I had completely didn't even realize it existed because I wasn't following the investigations. They kept popping up, but I just kept ignoring them because I didn't know what they were. But I finally started doing them, and so now I've unlocked a good chunk of these ones. Still need the colors and the nameplate, but I think the set looks pretty dang cool, so I want to complete it. The sails have that weird, like, veiny sort of lightning kind of look to the outside of them, and then the colors are great. I mean, the sail colors are fairly bland, but they still look good with the ship. But the hull color is awesome. It's like a gray and dark brown with gold accents. It looks sweet. So this one's made up of the Golden Crest crow's nest, the Taste My Hammer figurehead, which is a figurehead I quite enjoy. We have the Mark of the Resilient helm decor, the Hammer and Tongs sail pattern, the Machine Spirit sail emblem, the Unshakable Focus ornaments, Iron Will nameplate, All That Glitters hull, and Sieved Tithings sails. So pretty cool set. Like I said, I didn't even know this one existed until I just finally started following all the investigations that pop up, and I've been unlocking it one piece at a time. So it's a cool cosmetic set. I really like this one. Next we have the Ocean Reavers set. This is one that is acquired through the current Smuggler's Pass, and so therefore looks pretty dang cool. Kind of like Skurlock set, but obviously different. So this one is made up of the Iron Grin sail emblem, which is one that I actually quite like. I've been using it on a lot of my ships, just, you know, regardless of the specific cosmetic set that I'm using. We have the Blood and Tar hull, the Tan Lines sails, the Grinner's Sheets sail pattern, the Blood God's helm wheel, that's pretty edgelordy if you ask me. The Nest Infernal Crow's Nest, the Barbarian King nameplate that says Ravager, the Boar-Faced George trophy, Billy's Feathers ornaments, Engorged Tusk helm decor, the Previous Dude figurehead, and the Skinwalker's crew look. So all pretty edgelordy, but it's a pretty cool looking cosmetic set. I got nothing against that. That looks pretty sweet. Next we have another one from the current Smuggler's Pass. This one is the Long Dark set, so very Kraken themed, and again, pretty cool looking. I got very little bad things to say about this one, especially if you're trying to go for that sort of Flying Dutchman vibe. I think this one is currently the best one in the game for that. So this one's made up of the Dragon's Reach Crow's Nest, the Lambent Deep trophy, the Midnight Currents sail colors, the Hadal Green hull colors, the Elder Vein ornaments, so a big kraken on it, Embrace the Depths helm decor, the Salty Beard wheel, Touch of the Deep sails, the Leviathan nameplate, the Sunken Sailor sails, the Dead God's Embrace figurehead, and of course Children of Dagon crew look. Pretty cool overall. It's a pretty sweet looking set. Like I said, very Flying Dutchman themed, and like I said, you get this one through completing the current Smuggler's Pass, so this is one of the reward sets you'll get from that. Pretty cool looking. I think I might actually set that one for this ship because it looks really good on it. Then we have two more from the Smuggler's Pass. The first one is called the Dark Descent set, which we're looking at here. It kind of looks like the last one, so same sort of color vibe, but obviously much more limited because it's only a 4-piece set. This one is the Last Sky Witness sails, the sail pattern that is, the At Dusk's Limit sail colors, the Tide at Half Past hull colors, and the To the Depths sail emblem. So this one, as you can tell, is much more like a lot of the other 4-piece ones that we've looked at. It's just the colors and the patterns. Other than that, there's no ornamentation or anything, so you'd have to equip them from something else. Now, mind you, you could probably equip these with that set I just showed you. All the ornaments from that one might look pretty cool with this one, but as it is, it's just 4 pieces. And the other one from the Smuggler's Pass that is a 4-piece set is the Brazen Healer set, so this one goes well with the bark. It's just, you know, know, a clean medical ship look to it. So the Healer's Wisdom hull colors, Healer's Grace sail colors, Healer's Will sail pattern, and the Mark of the Healer sail emblem. So all very healer based, and the white and red actually looks pretty sharp. It's clean. Then the last two we have, I think I got these ones from specific contracts, one of which here in St. Anne, which would be this company's Lament, which is kind of like a imitation company colors, is what it was supposed to look like. You were disguising yourself as a company ship, and so you were trying to disrupt their stuff. And then I don't specifically remember doing a mission for Admiral What's-Her-Name over in the Teluk Punjara region that gave me this one, so I'm not sure where this one comes from, but I assume it's the same thing. So the Lion's Duty set, it's just made up of 4 pieces. So we have our sail pattern, the figurehead that kind of looks like their figurehead, our Blood and Salt hull color, and our Rust and Sky sail color. Basically what I've been doing is, if I ever want to dress up like a Dutch ship, I've been putting these colors on since they're close to the right ones, even though they're not quite right, and then I use the rest of the Dutch set together with it. And I did the same thing for a while with the imitation, the Company's Lament, when I didn't have the colors for this one, or, you know, was missing the figurehead or something. So, yeah, both of those are just basically like, they look like old wore-out ships from the DMC or the Company. So, that's it. That's all of the other cosmetic sets that I found throughout the game so far that you can earn, and you do not specifically purchase. I think they all look pretty good, like, or at least for the most part. You know, a lot of the lower level ones with only 4 items or whatever, they just look really basic. But a lot of the really good ones, especially those ones we got with the current Smuggler's Pass, look pretty dope. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed this little showcase. I wasn't ranking them because I don't have that firm of an opinion on these sets. If I had to pick a favorite, it's probably somewhere between the Long Dark set, which I think looks pretty sweet, Skurlock set, which is always a favorite for me, and quite possibly the Sea People's Ways set. So, you know, it's hard to say because I like a lot of these different sets, but I think those 3 are probably my favorite out of all of the ones that you earn. So that's all for today. Hope you enjoyed the video, but we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you liked this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.